How should couples balance financial responsibilities in a relationship? Should it be a strict 50-50 split, 100-0, or something else entirely? And what guidance does the Bible offer on this topic?
Ooh,
Ooh.
I
Let's
think we need to
start.
start with them. I feel like we need to start with them.
Yeah, we don't need to say nothing. We just go straight to them.
I just feel like if we get started, you ask what the Bible said. I'm not going to fake like I am privy to what the Bible says, but I definitely have an opinion. But I feel like they, definitely know what the word says. So maybe let's start with the foundation and then expound based on what the Bible say and our own opinions. I just think that's maybe a better format because it's gonna be kind of hard, and then they come in and just eat up everything we say.
I think that's the point.
this is what you
Yeah, it's
do,
gonna.
I think that's
It's
kind of
because
the point.
it's about to happen.
All right.
Gobble gobble
Period.
gobble.
Gobble. So I will say this: the Bible doesn't necessarily talk formally a lot about dating, right? And how that process is. Dating is a relatively new technology, right? So let's just
It's
call it
just
what
some
it is.
old made up stuff the folks done made up to
There you
get
go.
along without commitment and no covenant. That's just what it
Right.
is. We just gonna keep it a book.
That's what you're gonna call it.
That's what it is. It ain't what
Oh,
it's gonna call it. Everybody make up all these words to make them feel better. We just gonna start with the truth. So
well, I think dating was different. Dating was different. It didn't have that connotation
now
until
it was courting.
courting.
Courtney. Yeah.
Oh, and my parents gonna be able to talk about that real good. They gonna
Mhm.
eat us up. What you got on it, DJ? What you got? You got something quick on
I do have something quick on it.
it? Okay.
My Bible verse might not have to do with finances, but in my mind, it can be applicable to finances. And what it says is that it's in Corinthians, and it's 1 Corinthians 7:7. It
Mhm.
says, "Each of you has your own gift from God. One has this gift, another has that." And I say that to say that when it comes to financial responsibilities and relationships, one party might be stronger than the other.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you have to do what works for you. It's not going to
Mhm.
be an even 50-50 split. It's
Mhm.
definitely not going to be 100-0, because although the man is the provider and the protector, sometimes you will have to step in to be that helpmeet, right? So you have to do what works for you, and you have to go with the person who's not going to lead you off a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would just say that's my 60 seconds. Couples have to do what they have to design a financial plan that works for them and their family and their legacy and what they are trying to accomplish in life.
Mhm.
Oh, I like that. I like that, EJ.
That was
I
good.
like that,
That
right?
was
EJ.
good, DJ.
All right. Well, Bishop, I,
Listen,
I got less than 60 seconds. Uh, I believe in that priest, protector, provider, warrior, worshiper. But I've been in situations several times in which my wife, in the month, she out earned me, and she didn't even work a regular job. She was
Mhm.
a beautician and a cosmetologist.
Hmm.
And there were weeks, like you get around Easter, Mother's Day, back to school. There were certain weeks, man, she would clean house doing hair, and I could run that
Period.
truck all week long. And she would still, I'd be like, I just did another 1,500. She'd be like, I did too. You'd be like, what? So oh, you think you've even done something, man. You next thing you know, you're putting it all into the pot together, and that woman, she has the ability to multiply things inside that marriage and inside that home. That's where that you get that grace. You get that grace,
Mhm.
and so just I was open minded and to things because no one you never make the same amount of money at the same time, and some are better at it than others are. So yeah. Hmm.
Absolutely.
what you got, Kate?
So I feel like it's whatever works for your relationship and your home, because what I think has happened, and again, these are the views of K. McCole, is that people have tried to do the things of the times of old, and why that doesn't work is because stuff. listen, it's levels to this. And there are things that cost way different. And I feel like oftentimes people are not dating or not realistic in the goals that they have. Like, sisters, women out here, a lot of y'all be walking around here and you want somebody that can buy a Birkin and all of these different things for you, darling, but you don't even know how to thoroughly clean a bathroom or to keep a house, but you want these things. I feel like everybody want bagels, all of the amazing vacations and all of those things, but don't really want what that man is going to require or is looking for in terms of a wife. So again, I feel like it really depends on the relationship. I can say, and I've spoken about this multiple times, because I was a single parent and then came into a relationship that then goes into marriage, it has been a very hard turn for me because it's not my money, it's my money. It's what do you need from me? I got that. Anything outside of that, I got me.
Hmm.
And that is not the way to be when you are building a foundation for a family, when you are allowing your husband to be priest, protector, provider. It is a very hard um, transition. That's the only thing I can really call it. It's a hard transition when you know how to make it work. I think in the time of being a single parent, one of the things I knew how to float and make things happen. Okay, if this wasn't enough for this, I know how to pay the minimum and make this work, and I know how to make sure we have food and all of these things. And I think when it comes to a man, and there are men on the panel, so I'll let y'all kind of add to that. But one thing I think about men is like, y'all don't want to float, y'all don't want to figure it out. Like, it's like, no, this is what we're going to do. And I think in some instances that can become a problem because your help meet oftentimes you need to meet her where she is because some of what she's helping with can help you navigate. A lot of times, because most men haven't necessarily had to juggle and do certain things, they don't find the value in some of those things. And it's just like, we're just going to do that. So to me, and it's so funny that we're talking about this because when I printed out, I run a show for today, ironically enough, Corey was putting our new budget in this new system so that we can watch it more carefully. Because one of the things I'm doing, I have fully committed that this is what we are putting in. We put it into our joint account, and so the app basically took all of our deposits, all of our bills, everything that pulls out of that account, and showed us, where we're off balance and what else we need to bring in and all of those things. But that came because he had a conversation with me and he said, listen, this is what I need from you. And the difference with me is, don't get me wrong, I don't think I ever could be just a fully taken care of woman. I'm just speaking for Kay. This is for Kay. This ain't nothing against no woman that want that. I want you to have what you want. Like my sister Erica Jake say, baby, she needs you potential all the way. So she not trying to hear that. But
They don't want
me
potential.
on the
They
other
want
hand,
potential.
yes,
Potential.
me on the other hand, I have always been willing to work with potential because I understand in a lot of areas I still have potential and my greatness and my gifting weren't in every area that I needed it to be. This is K talking. So because of that, what I understand is the other side of I've been in a relationship where I was not a partner. I was just a person that was in a relationship. So now what I'm looking for or what I have and I'm thankful for is I have the ability to be a partner that's included in the relationship, and my voice and my opinion and my input is not just needed, but it's also valued. And I think that that makes a difference. So again, I go back to, I think whatever works for your relationship, because I think y'all have seen the scenario that they've been talking about how nowadays you look for somebody to go 50-50 because I don't know if you saw the meme with a single mother who was saying like, I'm a single mother and I don't bought a house. She's like, I can't afford this by myself. Like, I got in, I qualified, I did all of these things, but now she needs that assistance. So yeah, I think 50-50, 75-25, 70-30, however it works, but as long as it works for your house. And I think that more than anything, that's what we need to do. What works for your house? Stop trying to compare.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. You got
Come on,
anything?
superintendent of all superintendents.
Yeah, you
I
talking to me?
mean, I think,
Real quick, yeah, because she used up mine
yeah.
and yours.
No,
You got one sentence.
Oh,
I
I'm sorry.
disagree. No,
I can't see
I,
myself, so I just feel like I'm talking to my own self. But I hear you.
I
I'm
agree.
looking at myself.
It should be. I feel like it should be like whatever works for the couple. It's not no specific. I don't like. I've never been taught a specific blueprint to this thing. So, like, this should be whatever works for the couple.
Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna tell you, it shouldn't be 50-50. It should be 100-100. Boom.
Absolutely.
I'm done.
Bam.
I'm done.
Bam.
Wow.
And how about this?
Bam. We
How
all
about this?
putting it all.
How
We
about
all
this?
putting it all in to make it work.
We gonna
Yep.
give it to the people that's been married for 50 years and done it
I can't wait for
successfully
this.
for over 50 years.
Yes.
Listen, let's go ahead here from this great man and woman of God, man and woman of God.
We
Who
go.
wants to go first?
I'm gonna let my wife go first.
And I just need to be clear. Are we speaking of a marriage or just a courtship?
Oh my Lord! See, that's when we being clear right here.
Hmm.
I just fell
The
I
out.
thought we
question
was
I
talking
just
said.
about
fell
marriage.
out.
The
I thought
question
we were talking
said
about
couple.
marriage.
The question said couple.
Oh.
So it didn't
Yeah,
say a
just be a
married
couple.
couple. So that's a
Okay,
great question, Mom.
so if one of y'all wanted to draw the distinction between what happens in the courtship and what happens in the marriage, that sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Now, if you're in a courtship, now this may not be biblical, but it works for us. I just believe that if he asks to go to Texas de Brazil, I believe that he should pay the bill. If I ask him to go, then I should pay the bill.
Oh,
Mm.
Shabbat.
And
What?
and if and if the budget is the problem, we need to balance each other out. We definitely have to balance. And I totally agree with 100 and 100. So don't go beyond your budget. Love each other, ask questions, and find out if he's okay with that, or if she's okay with that.
It,
Mm,
it, it, it's major here in marriages, and you'll find that the majority of marriages fail because of the financial situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And and now God has given us a um, remedy before we even got on this earth. Amen.
Okay.
Any of us on this line tonight, He's already gave us a remedy. That the first thing is that we got to love. Men love our wives, and wives love your husband.
Mhm.
Now, this is
Hmm.
not just a word, love. We say, I love, I love, I love. Well, see, love is not just a word, it's action. And
Hmm.
love is not love until you share it, until you give it, until you show it, until you do it, until
Speak
it
it, sir.
becomes a part of your thought process. Or your the word I want to use, it didn't come all, I almost got to it, but it's your thought process. So when you love, that means you're highly concerned about the next person more than yourself.